So today, again, I am joined by my mom. We just filmed a video before this, earlier, where I did her makeup.
Which I'm still wearing.
Yes, I think it looks very nice. But this is a different video. So this is the mother-daughter tag video, or mom tag, or whatever. I found the questions online, so I'm going to read them off my phone.
Okay.
But yeah, my mom is visiting me here at college for the weekend, so nice to have you here.
We've been having girl time.
I know,
it's been
yeah.
so much fun.
it really has been a lot of fun. Just some girl time. So,
Okay.
you want to get
How
started?
does it work?
Well, I'm just going to ask you.
Okay.
You've never seen these questions before.
No,
you need some
I
time to
haven't.
prepare, or is this okay?
No, this is good. Impromptu is good.
Oh, also, I should let you know, my mom also has a YouTube channel. Do you want to tell them what the username is?
Yes, the username is Namaste Today. Namaste as in yoga, namaste today.
Yep.
It's a more mindful living station or channel. And it's I'm starting to give a little bit of yoga too, since I'm a yoga teacher. I'm sharing a little bit of that as well, just beginning.
And she's shared some like natural skincare tips and everything like that. So I will link her channel so you can go and subscribe to her.
Thank you.
Okay, you ready?
I am.
You have no idea.
I've never done this before.
Okay, so I'm going to ask her questions
Okay.
about
I'm going
me.
to give answers.
This is how this works. Okay. Number 1, what was I like as a child?
Oh.
You guys are going to learn something about me.
This comes easily. It's so strange. Because I know you've gotten to know Lillian, but I have 4 children. And Lillian was my second to worst baby. She was, she cried a lot and she needed a lot of attention and she got into things. She was the only child I had who overdosed accidentally on medication and had to have her stomach pumped.
When I was what, 2 or 3?
You had just turned 2 and we were visiting my parents and I had gotten some medicine filled and they had not put a childproof cap on it. And so she got into it in a split second like that and she took it and she started acting strange and we rushed her to the hospital. They pumped her stomach and she was in the ICU for the baby ICU, a little baby ICU crib for a couple days and then she was fine.
Hopefully in my lifetime I will be able to say that that was the only time I've overdosed on drugs. When I was a baby. I don't think that will happen in the future, but you know.
Yeah, that I'm sure that's it.
What do you think of me making YouTube videos?
Oh, I love it. I love to watch them. I have learned so many things. It's really fun to see you. It's fun to see her, the end product of what she produces, but I have to say, almost just as entertaining to me as going and watching the videos and learning things myself are seeing comments. I really enjoy so much seeing how your subscribers respond to you and the wonderful comments that you give, the questions that you ask. I really enjoy that. So overall, I love all of it. And she actually inspired me. That's why I'm doing it, is because Lillian inspired me.
To make her own channel.
Yeah.
Yay. Number 3, what's something funny I did when I was younger?
Other than overdosing?
That's not funny.
No, it's not funny. That is not funny. Here's another story about Lily.
Oh gosh.
She was probably not even 2 yet, and like I said, I have 4 children. So her brother is playing t-ball, and we live in Virginia, and do you know what story I'm going to tell about Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't live in Virginia, but...
No, we do not live in Virginia.
No, like
but
we used to a long time ago.
Just for like 1 year, we just lived there. And so I was home with my 4 kids, and it was time for Clancy's softball game. And so the kids are upstairs in this little room off of the kitchen. It's just a little, like they call it a bonus room. It's over the garage, so it's a playroom. And so I leave her and all the other kids to go upstairs. She's got a diaper on, to go upstairs and get the rest of her clothes, to come downstairs and put her clothes on so we can leave for the t-ball game. So when I come back, there's no Lillian. And I'm looking all over. None of the other kids know what happened. They don't know what happened to her. But the back door is open.
Oh, no.
And the back door is open. The garage door is open. And she is gone. So I go frantically out into the neighborhood looking for her. I turn and go up to look in the direction of the main road. Can't see her anywhere. I come back. You have no idea how upset I was. And I come back and there is this young man, this young teenager in a car, and he's like, "Did you lose a baby?" I'm like, "Yes!" And he's like, "Do you have her?" And she's like, "My mom has her on the next block over. My mom said for me to get in the car and go and drive the streets until I find a frantic mom looking for a baby." And she had her. She had just toddled off. And she was fine. She was perfectly safe. No worries. But, which is really, and I don't know if this is a further question, but it's so opposite from who she is now.
Yeah.
She started out and got into a lot of mischief in doing things like that. But now she is probably the most responsible of all 4 children and really thinks before she acts.
Oh.
It's just so, I don't know. It's like, that doesn't go together.
Thank you. Do you think they're going to watch this?
I love you, Megan, Clancy, and Maddie. I love you.
I think Megan would have to argue with this, maybe. The responsible thing.
Well, she might. But she's older.
Yeah, I know.
It's
just
you're the youngest.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
They're all 4 of my children are responsible in their own way, but there's just a difference with how thoughtful you are about.
Mm-hmm. I'm cautious.
Before you act. You're very cautious. That's a great way to put it. You are the most cautious of all 4 children. You are the most cautious.
Have you learned anything about makeup/beauty from me?
Oh my gosh, I've learned everything. Can you see my eyelids right now? She just did my makeover.
Makeup. I didn't give you makeup, but you were beautiful and perfect before.
You gave me a makeover, all right. Yes, let me see. Let me just choose one thing. I think I think that I really learned a lot about natural products actually started from you and your channel and some things you shared. And it really intrigued me to go beyond that and really do some research and try some things on my own, like for my own skin.
Yeah.
But I think the best thing that I had no idea about until you shared this with me was the naked palettes. I love them.
She loves the naked palettes. Yeah.
I do. And Naked 3 is just my favorite ever.
Which is what we used on her eyes. And
yeah.
I used it for the first time today because she brought it with her. I don't have one. And I really like it.
Yeah.
So you'll have to watch that video to see what I did with her.
It's just great.
Yeah,
eyeshadow.
you have the first one.
I have the
naked
first one, and then I have that small
the
one.
Naked
matte.
Basics. The matte one.
Yeah.
If you had to rename me, what would you name me?
Okay. This is interesting. I actually did rename her. So can I tell the whole story?
Yeah.
Okay, we were just talking about this earlier. That when Lillian was born, I was sure she was a boy. And this was before the age of sonograms, where the sonogram looks like the actual profile of the child you deliver. It was not really clear. And I was sure she was a boy. So I didn't even bother to pick out a girl's name.
Mm-hmm.
And so here she is born, and the doctor says, "It's a girl." And I'm like, okay. Okay. So then it's time they're coming in with the birth certificate. What's her name? And we're like, I don't know. I have no idea. So I knew that I wanted her to have the name Aline, which is after her great grandmother, but didn't have like a first name. I kind of like Olivia and I kind of like Lillian. So, okay, I've delivered and her dad leaves and goes to eat, and I'm in the hospital, and he goes to like, I don't know, Denny's or Village Inn or something, place like that. and they're to get something to eat, and he sits and eats with these people, and one of the gentlemen, which was John Blitch, he said, "What about Masie?" And your dad liked it. And so that night or the next day, he comes back to the hospital and says, "Masie," and I'm like, "Masie's department store?" And so I'm like, I don't think so. So we decided he liked Masie and I liked Aline, so she came home Masie Aline.
But they spelled Masie Masie, like you see on my channel, instead of the department store with a C.
Well,
so my first name...
that's not entirely correct. We didn't really know how to spell it different. We actually spelled it Masie, which was really Masie. So we had to change it to Masie.
So my first name was Masie when I was born.
She was Masie Aline.
And my middle name was Aline. So
she's a baby in the crib, and I'm going to pick her up, and I'm like, "You are not a Masie. You're my little Lily. You're not a Masie." So it was before the birth certificate actually arrived, and we decided to change her name to Lillian Masie Aline.
Yeah.
So
it's funny. I think it's a cool story.
That is her name. She's my little Lily.
So that's the answer to that question. None of them probably knew that. Well, they didn't because I never told them. When you go out to eat, what do I order?
Ranch dressing.
Oh, what, by itself?
No. It depends on where we go. It doesn't really matter where we go.
I think it's talking like
ranch dressing.
No, I think we're talking an entree here.
Doesn't matter. There's always ranch dressing with it. If it's a salad, it has ranch dressing.
That's not true. I love chicken Caesar salads. I will order that if nothing else looks good on the menu. So you're wrong. You don't know this answer.
Okay.
She's only saying this because we went out and got pizza tonight, and I can't eat pizza without dipping it in ranch dressing.
We were going to eat in, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, they don't have ranch dressing."
Yeah.
So we got takeout.
Yeah.
Which
brought it home
and
and had ranch dressing. Can't believe you said ranch.
When she was really young, and she had to do like a essay paper, and they wanted to know what's her favorite food. Her favorite food was sour cream.
I wrote sour cream,
and so she hasn't evolved very far.
I love sour cream still.
Dressing.
Not like by itself, but you know,
to dip your meat in.
all those things.